Okay, so we are going to do a glitter fade with Copper Dust. This is the amazing fall color that I've been using lots and lots every day. I just did her fill slash 30-day manicure type of layer with hard gel. There's a little bit of her nail missing on this side, so I added a little bit of a form there. Just gonna smooth out the side walls. I did the, you can see the line of light that it's perfectly smooth on top. And then when I hit it with a sanding band at the end, I'll be able to eliminate this little tiny ledge right there. But it's ready to for application now. So this is my wife, has just a little bit of gel cleanser on it just to keep my bristles nice and ready to go, cleaned up. All right, so typically I can just, because it's a gel play, this Copper Dust, I can typically get it away with one coat. If I was doing an all over color, I might do 2 coats, but for a tip fade or for the fade that I did with Mystical last week, 1 coat is typically plenty. So I'm just going to brush it about halfway up the nail and then blend. If you don't have this color for fall, you should get it. It is absolutely gorgeous. Obviously, I love it. I'm wearing it. But I look at it all year long and think, oh, I can't wait till fall so I can wear that color. Because it's gorgeous. So, quick application on the tip. I do these glitter fades a lot. If you follow my Instagram on Love Nails, you can scroll back for years and you'll see different combinations of this. I don't take pictures of all of them because there would be a lot of pictures of glitter fades, but there definitely quite a few on there. So I'm going to clean my brush. I'm just going to use the tip and just pull up and feather. I'm using my 106 brush. I use this brush for almost everything, but it'll give me a nice blend. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just don't want a harsh line. I'm going to be covering this with a lot of glitter anyway. I just don't want to look down and see a harsh line. I want it to be pretty well blended. Brush it off my brush. I'm just pulling it with very light touch with the tip of my brush forward. Just lightly pulling. This is a nice technique that you can get done during a normal appointment time. I'm all about designs that are elegant and beautiful, but are real world nails, because some of those art techniques out there are very, very cool, but clients don't want to sit necessarily for 2 hours for nail art, nor will they necessarily pay you for 2 hours of your time for nail art. So, you know, if you're doing this as a career, you need to make sure you are doing nails on a regular basis that can be done during a normal time period so that you can really figure out your services and knowing what it is that you can do during the time period and what's going to take longer. So having a good collection of things on your own Instagram where your clients can browse through and see, okay, I can do all of these different looks during a normal appointment time. They know what they can book for. Pinterest is awesome, but you know, there are people that come in and they'll show me a Pinterest picture and, can I get this? And it's, you know, a masterpiece that someone did that, you know took like 5 hours, and it's like, not today. You can book a long day, but that's not a normal appointment time thing. But the trick is to find designs that clients love that are going to be great for everyday wear. And these kinds of fades are really good for that. Just quick blend up, quick blend up. Depending on what color you're using depends on how easy this process is. If you're using a really solid color, this process is going to be a lot trickier. It's going to be a little bit harder to do. But something like this that's a metallic, it has a much easier way of blending up towards the cuticle. All right. So that's the copper dust, which is awesome. So what I'm using now is this mixture here. I made this, it looks darker on camera than it is, but it's a gold mixture with some really pretty fall colors. I made this mixture in my Glitter Me tutorial a few days ago, so if you want to see the different colors that I used to make this, that is the one you'll look for. There's 3 sizes of glitter in this, just like in the Auroras, but it's more of a fall color. I'm just kind of getting it on the nail right now, and then I'll use the corner of my brush to blend it. And I made quite a bit because there's going to be a few others, I'm sure, this week that are in the next few weeks that are looking for a nice fall collection. But it's much easier to do a fade like this with a gel that's already mixed than trying to apply a bunch of different loose glitters. So this makes it easier. So I'm going to blend this up. With hers, I'm blending it all the way up towards the cuticle. She doesn't necessarily need a lot of clear because her nails grow relatively slow, so she's not really worried about a grow out showing up. So when I blend this up to clear, I'm actually pushing it pretty close to the cuticle so she gets more glitter, because glitter is what she likes. Am I right?
You are so right.
Alright, so I'm just pushing that around, and I want to keep some of that copper dust on the tip showing up. Oh my gosh, I'm not even in the camera, I'm so sorry. Let's do this one in the camera. I was looking at the nail and not at what my frame was, and apologize for that. So push this up towards the cuticle. And I'm pushing up that finer glitter, the multi-fine, or what did she call that? Micro-fine glitter from Wildflowers is mixed in there. So I push that up towards the cuticle, and then the chunkies I'm kind of focusing in the middle, and then pulling some down towards the tip of that more of that micro-fine and ultra-fine, and that kind of gives you that dimension where you get a really pretty fade. I see how that, oh, isn't it yummy? Love a good yummy glitter fade. Now I don't finish file with these. You don't need to if you're using a thicker viscosity top coat. If you're using a top gloss that's a little bit thinner of a viscosity, something like Shine On is a little bit thinner of viscosity, you're going to end up with more bumps. So I like the Luxio gloss. It has a slightly thicker viscosity than Shine On, but if I feel like I need more viscosity, a little bit thicker of a top gloss to eliminate bumps, they'll actually go up to the Options Clear. It's part of our UV LED soak off line. I don't really care that it soaks off. I'm not going to be soaking it off. But what I like about it is that it cures really shiny, and it's got a little bit thicker viscosity, so I can float it over these glitters and it'll be a perfectly smooth finish. So it works really well with this combination. And it also is flexible, so you get a little bit extra strength out of it. So Options Clear is really awesome. And you can do Options Clear or Options Crystal Clear. Either one is fine. But what I typically do is after I finish with the fading process, which I'm almost done with here, I'm going to look down the barrel and I'm going to look and see how the glitter is laying down. And I'm also going to tap it a little bit just to see if there's anything that I need to do to move anything around or get any bumps up. Hi, Cindy. Alright, so what I'm going to do is look down the barrel, and when you look, you can see if there are any bumps that need to be just stuck up, and I'll just actually tap it in. I know that Lauren, I think a couple of us we all talk about just tapping your glitter if there's anything sticking up, but it's not too bad. It's pretty smooth. So I'll try to pull that away, but you can see it's just a little bit bumpy. My regular Luxio top gloss will be fine for this. Totally fine. So I'm just going to finish this and top gloss it. Do you love it?
So pretty.
So
Love it.
pretty. So it's
Jessica's the best.
oh, she's so sweet. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and top gloss this, and I'll post a picture of it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this lovely fall glitter fade with copper dust and this custom glitter mix that we made with the Glitter Me. Have a good one. Thanks.